In progress.
Good evening and welcome to the Universal Joy Center. I'm Barbara Jean, and let's begin by joining together in consciousness. There's a power and presence in the universe that's infinite, eternal, everywhere present, all powerful, all knowing, and it's right here, being me and being you. And as such, as I relax into this moment, what I know is that all that I need, all that is necessary, is right here where I am. My mind is open, my heart is open. I am willing to discover something new, something remarkable, and to move forward with a sense of gratitude and grace. For this, too, is a beautiful moment in time. Grateful for this time together and grateful for all that occurs. I release these ideas to the law of mind. I know it is done, all is well, and together we say, and so it is. And we are honored to be meeting on this land that many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people from across Turtle Island call home. We acknowledge and thank the original caretakers and knowledge keepers of this territory. And we also give thanks to all other Indigenous peoples, recorded and unrecorded, who have shared responsibility for this land. We strive to be allies and take an active part in reconciliation. Recognizing our ultimate oneness and acknowledging our reality, both past and present, we commit to moving forward in a spirit of mutual cooperation. We are one. Well, good evening, everyone. And as you know, our theme for the month of July is joy as a spiritual practice. And today's message is living lightheartedly. So, spirituality doesn't have to be heavy. We can live with depth and wisdom while also embracing joy, humor, and lightness. So I have a confession to make. Da-da-da, confession time. So as ministers, spiritual teachers, seekers, sometimes we can make spirituality seem incredibly serious. We furrow our brows. We use big words like enlightenment, attunement. We discuss enlightenment as though it's a university degree, and occasionally we act as if God only speaks in whispers and never laughs. Yet have you ever noticed that children are spiritual masters? They're curious. They forgive quickly, they play, they laugh at absolutely ridiculous things. They live lightheartedly. I don't believe Spirit intended for us to become solemn experts in suffering. I believe Spirit intended for us to become fully alive. Okay, so I've got a joke for you. It's a really bad one. So there's a guy, goes into a bar, sits down, orders a drink, and he notices a guy across the room, and the guy's got a banana in his ear. And he's thinking to himself, well, should I say something? Should I say something to this guy? And he's mulling it around. He has a sip of his drink, and finally he goes, hey, buddy. No response. Hey, buddy, you got a banana in your ear. Still no response. Hey, buddy, you got a banana in your ear. The guy looks over at him and goes, hey, I can't hear you. I've got a banana in my ear. Okay, that's it for bad jokes for tonight. On that note, imagine holding a helium balloon. Now, you don't have to force it upward, do you? You don't coach it. You don't yell, rise, rise, harder. It naturally rises because it isn't carrying unnecessary weight. The balloon's secret is not effort. Its secret is release. And I think we're the same. Most of us aren't trying to become lighter. We're trying to carry more. More worries, more responsibilities, more expectations, more old stories. No wonder we feel spiritually exhausted, mentally exhausted. Perhaps our spiritual practice isn't about becoming more. Perhaps it's about releasing what weighs us down. I want you to remember that we are spiritual beings. having a human experience. Yes. So, main point today is we really, truly take ourselves too seriously. Now, I don't know how many of you know, but Ernest Holmes is the founder of this teaching. And Ernest Holmes' nickname was Happy. Well, that should tell you something about this teaching. Ernest Holmes often reminded us that life is meant to be lived creatively. I mean, spirit is forever creating, and creation is joyful, it's playful. And I mean, think about nature. Puppies don't struggle with worthiness. Flowers don't compare themselves. Birds don't worry about whether they're spiritual enough, and yet human beings are experts at creating heaviness. Okay, we all know this well. I should know better. I should have accomplished more. I shouldn't make mistakes. Anybody ever thought any of those things? The word should might be one of the heaviest words in the English language, and probably one that could be removed from our language. Yeah. If the word should is the first thought when you think about doing something, my guess is you don't really want to do it. Well, I should help my best friend move, but I should save more money, but I should eat less, but anybody ever do any of those things? I should go to bed early so I can get up early. Should. Another really good one, try. Well, I'll try to make it. No. You either do or you don't. There's no such thing as try. If I asked you right now, just try to, pick up the phone beside you, or pick up your computer, or pick up an envelope beside you. You either pick it up or you don't. There is no try. So I want to share a story about two monks. You may have heard it at some point in time. I know I've heard it at other times. Two monks come upon a woman standing beside a river, and she couldn't cross. One monk carried her across and set her down. Hours later, the second monk said, "We're monks. We aren't supposed to touch women." The first monk replied, "I set her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" So how many people are we still carrying? How many mistakes? How many regrets? How many old conversations? How many expectations? Lighthearted living begins by putting things down. It's about letting go. So humor is holy. When I first met Pierre, I was sitting in a cafe and I was reading a book. And the book was called God is No Laughing Matter, I believe. Let me just grab it because I still have it. God is no laughing matter, observations and objections on the spiritual path. It's Julia Cameron. Excellent book. Of course, it's been around for a while. But I really love that. And it started our conversation looking at the title, and we were talking about Julia Cameron, and things connect in ways, but humor is holy. So I believe that laughter is one of the languages of spirit. It changes our perspective, it interrupts fear, it reminds us that life is bigger than our current problem. But I've discovered something interesting. The things that once seemed catastrophic often become our funniest stories. So I've got one. I don't know if I've shared this one before or not, but I may have. I'm walking down the street with some girlfriends. I'm about 17 years old, 18 years old. I'm pretty young. Walking down the street in Calgary, three of us, just having a nice visit. And then I notice a really good-looking guy across the street. And I do one of these. And when I turn back around, There's a telephone post right in front of my face, and I hit it head on. I ended up with quite a goose egg on my head. Now, I didn't laugh immediately. My friends lost it. I mean, they were laughing hysterically. But I can laugh about it now after the fact. At the time, it was catastrophic. It would have been worse had he noticed, but he didn't. So, some of the things like that, I mean, it's not immediate, but eventually, the promotion we didn't get, the date that went terribly wrong, the mistake that embarrassed us, like walking into a telephone post, eventually we'll tell those stories while laughing. And maybe life was never against us. Maybe life was developing our ability to hold things lightly. Lightly. So what are some of the things that you can smile about today that you couldn't when it originally occurred? Or, what was it in your teenage years? They're always full of great material for stuff like this. Or something that happened 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Can I smile about it today? Can I find the gift inside it? And can I laugh at the person I was becoming? See, humor doesn't deny pain, it transforms our relationship to pain. I've conducted a great number of memorial services. And one of the things I've found is that alongside this immense grief, tears, just gut-wrenching grief, that can be turned in a second to hysterical laughter when one tells a story of the person who's passed in a way that really, truly is funny. The journey we're on is not about getting it right. It's not about creating the perfect moment. It's not even about being perfect. It's about accepting the fact that you are spiritual beings and that your human experience, well, that's a little tougher. But it doesn't need to be. When we remember who we really are, life gets easier. We stop worrying what the next guy's doing. We don't really care what the neighbor did or, what the local newsman had to say on the news tonight, or even what the prime minister of the country had to say, or the president. It just becomes noise, white noise, that you just let it go and you take each moment as it comes. So I see joy as a spiritual practice, and sometimes spirituality means meditating longer, reading more books, doing more workshops. These things are wonderful, they're great, but perhaps today's spiritual practice is simpler. Laugh with a friend. Have a chuckle. Take a laughing yoga class. In laughing yoga, it's really great because you'll be standing there and they'll say, okay, laugh now. Yeah, and everybody laughs at you, so it gets everybody else going. You can read funny books, or you can dance in the kitchen or watch the sunset. You can play. You can rest. You can notice beauty. We can show up. You can breathe. More enlightenment is not becoming more complicated. Maybe it's becoming available to joy again. Maybe it's becoming available to joy again. See, we take life way too serious. And the more serious you take it, the more serious it becomes. What you think about, you bring about, and what you resist persists. I know you've heard those lots of times from me. Those are little reminders that our thinking is creating our reality. And if we want more joy, We truly need to lighten up. So imagine for a moment that somebody's carrying a really heavy suitcase through an airport. And you ask, hey, where are you going? And they answer, I'm not sure. Oh, then why the suitcase? Well, because I've always carried it. Think about that. Many of us are carrying emotional luggage simply because we've carried it for so long. Living Lightheartedly asks, is this still mine to carry? And if not, set it down. Let it go. Let it go. I want to invite you right now to just, think about that for a moment, what you might be hanging on to. And I want you to just take a deep breath in and just ask yourself, what feels heavy right now? See it. Name it. And now ask yourself, must I carry this? Must I carry this? Or may I release it? Take another breath. And imagine just taking whatever it is and placing it into the infinite. Just placing it there and walking away. Imagine your shoulders becoming lighter, your face becoming softer, your heart becoming more open. Notice that nothing had to be solved, only surrendered. Wow, only surrendered. Okay, I got another bad joke for you. Because this is about living lightheartedly. This one is a notch up from the last one. Last one is kind of a dad joke. This is a me joke. Well, I didn't write it, but I find it funny. I'm probably the only one who does. So there's a guy driving down the street, and all of a sudden, thunk, thunk. And he's like, oh man. Gets out of his car, and he hit a rabbit. And he's standing there kind of scratching his head and looking at this rabbit, and he's feeling really bad. And a motorist pulls up behind him and hops out of his car and says, hey, what's going on? He looks, he sees the rabbit. So he turns around and he goes to the trunk of his car and pops it and grabs a bottle out of there and comes back, and he sprays a leg of the rabbit and it jerks. And he sprays the other leg and it jerks. Then he sprays the entire rabbit and it hops up and hops across the road, and then it waves. And the guy who hit the rabbit is absolutely astounded. He doesn't even know what to say at this point. And he looks at the guy and he goes, what's in the can? And the guy says, oh, hair revitalizer with a permanent wave. Anyway, that's my little joke for today. My hope for you, is that you will take life a little lighter, a little easier. Find more joy moment by moment. Stop trying to get everything done on time. Stop worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month. I mean, who knows if we'll even be here. Like, we spend so much time worrying, judging, critiquing ourselves and others that we barely can draw a breath of creativity. How could we do that when we're so focused outward? It's time to turn it in. It's time to turn it in. It's time to laugh, to wonder, to love, to breathe deeply, and to let go. To let go. So in this sacred moment, I want to invite you to set down whatever you've been carrying. Whatever you've been carrying. whatever it is. You might want to look in the chat. my, my husband is pretty funny. Anyway, he put something in the chat you might enjoy looking at. Anyway, we are at a place or a point in our lives when we can make a decision to do something different. We can choose to look at life with a tenderness and a gentleness that allows us to see humanity through the window of our own shared experience. Sandeep had a good laugh. Over what we're doing, how we're doing it, and the way we're moving forward. And I invite each of you to find your rhythm. Let go of the gottas, the shouldas, the wouldas, the couldas, the I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Why did this person say this? Why did they say it? Let it all go, let it all go. Man, it is just jumbling up the cells in the brain and causing great confusion. What we want to do is laugh and play and dance and sing. We want to hug. We want to just be who we are. You see, we don't need to get spiritual. We are spiritual. We are getting to remember who we actually are. That's what we're here for, to remember who we are. Who are we? So we let go of all the periphery stuff. We let go of all of that other stuff. So in closing, I just want to say, may we become people who hold life gently. May we laugh more often. May we forgive quickly. May we put down what no longer belongs to us. And may we remember that spirituality isn't about becoming heavier, it's about becoming lighter. Because the soul rises naturally when it is no longer weighed down. And perhaps that is what living lightheartedly really means. Living more freely. So I invite you to release what you were never meant to carry. Remember that spirituality is meant to feel light. To remember that the soul rises when we release the weight that's carrying it and holding it down. And what do we release? Expectation, regrets, worry, perfectionism, old stories. It's time to remember who we truly are and to live from that place. Yes? Thank you.
Here, that was very funny. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. One of the beautiful things about the Universal Joy Center is that everything we offer is made possible through the generosity of people like yourselves who believe in this community and in the transformative power of these teachings. Here, we don't give out of obligation or guilt. We give as a spiritual practice. Giving is one of the ways we say yes to the life we want to create within ourselves and in the world around us. The title of today's message is Living Lightheartedly. One of the wonderful paradoxes of this is that generosity often awakens joy. When we give with an open heart, whether it is our time, our talents, our compassion, or our financial support, we participate in the natural flow of abundance. We affirm that there is enough, that we are enough, and that together we are creating something meaningful. Your gifts help us continue offering weekly joy gatherings, classes and workshops that inspire transformation, pastoral care and spiritual support, community outreach and compassionate service, and an inclusive spiritual home where everyone is welcome, just as they are. Every contribution, regardless of its size, makes a difference. If Universal Joy Center has supported you, inspired you, or helped you, remember your own light. This is an opportunity to help that light reach someone else. And for those who feel called, our Joy Partnership monthly donor program offers an easy way to make a set recurring gift, which provides stability and helps our community to continue to thrive. Please join me and repeat the following affirmation after me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. This offering supports healing, awakening, compassion, and joy. It blesses this community, those we serve, and every generous heart that gives. As I give freely, I receive abundantly. And together we create a world transformed by love. And so it is. Thank you for your generosity, your presence, and for helping the Universal Joy Center continue to be a place where ancient wisdom meets joy now. Your partnership truly makes this ministry possible. And the ways you can give is you can do an e-transfer to admin@ujoyc.ca. You can click donate on our website, ujoyc.ca, or you can mail a check to the Universal Joy Center, and you will find the address in the chat or also on our website at ujoyc.ca. There are many opportunities to connect with us, and we invite you to join us each week this month as we journey together into the heart of the powerful and inspiring topic, joy as a spiritual practice. If you're not already getting our newsletter, entailing our up-and-coming exciting events, courses, and programs, please go to our website and sign up for it. And please note that as we continue to grow and evolve, our website is also undergoing a transformation. It's currently under construction, and we appreciate your patience as we create an even better online experience for our community. And I want to give you an update on our fundraiser concert, which was held last Sunday at Barbara Jean's house. It was a great day. It was a fun day with amazing music, comedy, and storytelling. And we want to thank you all who performed and everyone who attended. And for those who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for joining us this evening. And please like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can join us in the Zoom room now if you would like to ask questions, meet other members, or simply just enjoy some conversation. The link is in the chat. And now Barbara will give us a closing treatment.
Thank you, Kathy. I wanted to say as well that it is with great joy that we received a grant from the Hefferland Foundation for our tech. And so that's going to be very helpful moving forward. We're going to get some new things to make this whole experience even richer than it already is. And so I'm so grateful to the Hefferland Foundation for yeah, for providing that remarkable resource. So we're very blessed. So let us join together in consciousness as we close off this service and open up the Zoom room. There's a power and presence that's infinite, eternal, that is right here where I am. It is the energy of life. It is the possibility of moving forward. It is divine. It is beautiful. It is love. It is light. It is beauty. It is grace. It is goodness. It is living in this realm in a way that honors the gifts given, all that's received, and the beauty of the moment. So I'm so grateful to each one here, grateful for this past week, grateful for the beauty of this moment, and grateful for all the gifts given. I know that as we move forward, we do so with love and gratitude. We do so with an awakened heart and expanded consciousness, and we do so knowing that all is well. All is well. And I live that truth moment by moment and day by day. Filled with love and gratitude, I release these ideas into the law of mind, where I know it is done. And together we say, and so it is. And now